This is the 76th video of the wargaming of Wargame Design Studios Battle of the Bulge, otherwise known as Hitler's 1944 Ardennes Offensive. This is the second series, and in this series I am playing the Germans and the game's artificial intelligence is playing the Allies. It is December 17th, 1944, 10 a.m. Turn 13 out of 198 turns. And as you can see, the snow is all melted already. That's what happens when you choose variable weather. Huge mistake. Anyway, it's the Axis defensive fire phase, but I think I've concluded it. Let me just check a couple things here to make sure. Yeah, these units have fired. Yep. So we're on to the next phase, which is the Allied offensive fire. We've got units coming up from the south. Okay. Well, so far, no disruptions. Hopefully that lasts. Ooh. Wow, first disruption. That's pretty damn good. Hope it's that amount of time for the second one. That would be great. Ooh, my paratrooper, second disruption. Evil Americans. Bombing the hell out of these guys. Must have all those 155 millimeters still in place up to the north west. He is giving these guys a lot of fire, but fortunately they're in very strong positions. Ooh. He's getting the worst of those melees or assaults. Visibility is improving. Just what I want to see. Christ. That was the worst decision to have variable weather. What was I thinking? It was going to be to my advantage? No. Alright, what do we got here? Got a disrupted anti-tank. Well, we're gonna cross. Ooh, we got artillery there. Shit, he's in good. He's in good order. We don't want to be caught out in the open against that monster. This guy's going into travel mode and going into there and deploying. God damn, artillery in good order. Improved position. Oh, it's only 20%. Good. These guys are in travel mode. So they'll decamp in front of the broken unit, which can't do a thing against them. It's the armored car, huh? Can he go up here? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He's in combat mode, too. Very good. Oh, they're in combat mode. Okay. Now, let's deploy the 88. Get some firepower up there. is this? What, did he go in the minefield? Yeah, he did. Jesus, no effect. I didn't realize there was one of those in back of me. '88. What the hell is he doing back here? God, those 88s really hog up the road. But we've got to get it on the road. Jesus Christ, look at all these guys. Just waiting for their turn to get into the battle. Oh shit. Okay. Good. I was supposed to clear the road. God damn it. Got this 88. Oh, he'll get off the road. Gotta let Sepp Dietrich through. It's important he gets to St. Vith as soon as possible. Well, he's got a pretty clear road for it. Okay. Alright, he was the last priority unit, I think. Look at two casualty there. That might be air interdicted. Oh, gone now. That's the trouble. The Germans didn't have enough problems in this game. Now the American Air Force is prowling the skies. Christ. It's touch and go whether I'm going to be able to achieve anything, and because of that damn weather option. I'll never use that again, that's for sure. Germans needed 3 days of bad weather, and that's underpinned the whole campaign. They wouldn't have gone without it. Yeah. Goddamn interdiction. Shit. It's like I don't have a choice. So 2 units got hit. Look at all of those fuckers. Well, god damn, he's got this road pegged out. Okay. I'm not going to send any more units down there. No, no, no. Instead, we're going to move units down this road. No, we aren't. One of these has to wait. So it'll be this road. Looks like he's got 2 hexes staked out on that other road. Besides, we're all jammed up anyway. A pain in the ass. Alright. Saint Beth. Got a disrupted flak unit here. Bunch of tanks in front of them. That's good. Got a broken unit here. A headquarters. God damn, that Air Force is killing me. 40 men. Shit. That was not good. They moved this guy forward for it was all headquarters. That was fucking stupid. They'll get a lesson on air interdiction, I guess. Alright, let's push this guy in here. Oh, nobody else there. Deploy. 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 Oh yeah, that weather is going to be very costly. God damn. Shit! Got hit again. Disordered. 16 men. Fuck. Alright. God damn it. Fuck. Made a stupid mistake there. Jesus Christ, he's got this whole road. How many of these interdiction markers does he have? So I can move anyway. Okay. Fuck me. Gotta get rid of these guys this turn. Going in combat mode. Okay. Oh, god damn it. I fucked this. I'm fucking up a lot of stuff here. Just wanted to move the artillery there. Jesus Christ. Okay, now we'll deploy the Nebelwerfer. Jesus Christ, how many of those suckers did he lay down? And I don't think the weather changes until the next day. To go around it. Fuck. It's getting costly. We'll just avoid that stretch of road. God damn! 61 and disordered. To avoid the roads altogether. This game's gonna be over this turn. Shit. Can't keep taking losses like that. Can't deploy these guys. Nope, can only deploy that one. Okay. Let's take care of that guy. Fuck. It's got that one. I must have a zillion of those guys out. Hopefully this is the last of them along these roads. I'll have to start bringing up my flak units and deploying them. Shit, one more problem is if I don't have enough. Alright, what am I gonna do with these guys? Yeah, I think this offensive is coming to a screeching halt now. I have to break out which was historically accurate before the weather gets good. We'll see what happens for the remainder of this turn, but this is looking pretty bad because I'm not going to be able to break out. Otherwise, it's going to be at horrendous cost. Christ, I'm losing like 60 casualties. You can't afford that. You need 3 days of snow. I mean, that's where you win the game, or not. We'll see what we can do. It does not look good. Okay. I've suffered as many casualties as during a heavy artillery bombardment with his air. Jesus Christ. It's not good at all. Alright, let's see if these guys are going to undergo it. Yep, he's there too. Shit. Well, we got plenty of time with these guys. We can get off the road. But not going to be able to stay off the road indefinitely. You just have to bunch up and move off-road. Christ, he's back here. Fuck me. I can't take 2 heavy artillery bombardments a turn. I've barely got any units. Fuck, I might as well forget about that. I don't know. I have a feeling this game is over. At least he isn't in the south yet. Okay, we'll see what happens here. When did they do start their heavy air operations? See if I can get some details here. Oh, these shit sites. They don't give you any details, they just give you a couple of pictures. Let's see, history's net. I want to know. Jesus. Okay. These are worthless sites. I want to know when they started, when the skies cleared. See, these sites are fucking worthless. I don't give a shit about stamps. They're just so generic. They cover the Battle of the Bulge in about 2 paragraphs. Okay, let me see if it can. Between the 23rd and 28th. We'll say American air power is impressive. 23rd. And it's the 17th now. '16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That'd be 7 days of bad weather. I had 1. I'm not going to get anywhere here. He can lay down too many of those. Shit, he must have like a dozen laid down already that I'm aware of. Ah, shit. I think I'm going to call this one. I just don't have a chance. Whoop. Yeah, if I had the weather, I'd be doing okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I kind of hate to do that, but shit. Yeah, this is just impossible. Once the sky's cleared, the Germans are cooked. That's how long the game should last, actually. Well, okay. So we're probably going to do a restart. It'll be the last one. All I've got now is the weather. If I get 7 days of bad weather like they had, I might be able. I don't think I can reach the MERS. But I think I can execute the small solution that a lot of German generals liked, is to destroy a whole lot of American divisions. None of the German generals believed they could reach the Meuse River, let alone Antwerp. But a lot of them thought they could cripple the Americans, and I think that's a possibility. Especially since the AI fights like a madman. So the lessons we learned, well, we learned a couple big lessons here. First of all, the Schnee FL is very hard to reduce. We don't want to use armor there, but we want to use a lot of long 75s and 88s. Second, it's in the south. They're too weak in the south. Now look at, we've got a whole American, this is probably Patton, coming in here. What are the Germans going to fight him with? Well, we can't put artillery in here. Or armor. We don't have the armor divisions. What we've got to do is they're already coming up here on the 17th. Shit, that's pretty damn quick, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. They're coming up one of these roads. It's going to be a whole armor division. So what we've got to do is we've got to send as much anti-tank artillery as we can, which there isn't that much up here. Nebelwerfers might work pretty good, but shit, we have to capture not these improved positions, but like this, a village in a trench minus 50%, and then we have to mine everything. Mines and obstacles. So none of our engineers can be used in the attack. We've got to capture this stuff quick, and we've got to mine it. So all these engineers should have been over with first. Well, this is strong, 50%. This is strong. There's nothing in here. This is 40. That's pretty decent. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. But the threat is going to come from down here. There's a good road up here, actually. I don't know why. I guess maybe he's intending to use it up here. Be nice to mine this, but I don't think I can break out soon enough to do it. Now we've got to set up obstacles and mines everywhere. We're never going to make it out to here. We have to go closer in to the old west wall, or Siegfried line. This is 40. This is only 10, that's worthless. Here we go, 40. 40. Improved position gives us 10%. If we have the woods, that's 30. Improved position is 10. And we try to put mines all around it. Yeah, look at all this stuff out here. We should never go out this far. It's going to be suicide to do that. In fact, let me think about this now. Should we even cross the ore? Should we repair the bridges and even cross it? I'm thinking put artillery in the pillboxes here in the woods. Put obstacles and mine everything in back of these blown bridges. Now you have units across these bridges. But if you think about it, they crossed a blown bridge because the Germans didn't blow the bridges, the US did. So if they crossed a blown bridge, they should be able to get back over, I would think. Okay. So we save a lot of those divisions and make the Americans cross the river. And we just build improved positions for the German infantry on the woods. So that would save all these divisions that we could march up to here. Here we have to cross. And actually we can cross here because we still have this impassable river except at bridges. So we can blow this bridge right here. This is not a tank bridge. This is 50%, that's pretty good. I don't think we're going to be able to get down here to blow this one. We can blow this one, but it's just a river. So you can cross. But even so, this is fairly defensible because the only way you can get across is in this area. We can hold this position, and this is minus 50, so that's pretty strong. We can probably get these, especially if we put another Panzer division running through here. See if we could hold this. There's the one bridge here. That might not be so tough. If we got across here with a bunch of tanks and some 88s and went down here, we may be able to push these guys back. They would fight like hell though. But even if Patton comes up here, like from here, look at how long he has to go. He's got all blown bridges. He has to come up to here. Here's the first. No, here's the first one. He can get across, but he's still got the Ore River here. So if he crosses here, he's still in this pocket where he's surrounded by the Ore River. The first bridge past the Ore River is right here. That's the one we would have to take, these other bridges. So if he gets over, he goes over here, and even if he goes north, he's still got the Ore River. And there's at Dietrich, there's a crossing, and there's a crossing here, and there's one way down here. That's it. And this crossing is almost inaccessible because there's no good road on this side. There's like this cow path that meanders up there. So we got to get Edelbrook here and Dietrich and blow those bridges. Then we're in good shape because he has to go. There's no tank bridge here until Christ you get to Bastogne. So that has to be a main objective. So we need a whole bunch of armor. So these two I'll put 3 bridge engineers here building bridges. Now the problem is there's no friggin' good roads behind here. So it's not like you can bring up a Panzer division like through here. It has to come through here. Or through here. This is far away. You'll never fight through all these guys that are going to be here. This one could. But this one has to go straight down there. So we have to clear the road. We have to attach some Panzer divisions to, well, maybe one, I don't know. But this would be our goal. Dietrich and Edelbrook. Okay, then up here, so we've got repair this bridge and this bridge, and any forces that come across here are going straight across or down here. There's got to be armor, there's got to be 88s, there's got to be long 75s. The German infantry in this game is worthless. It's just too weak to do much. Now we've got to bring the Nebelwerfers up here. Fortunately, there's a group of them here already. There's more down here. because this and this are the only improved positions. Otherwise, he's a soft target. So we've got to bring Wesps and Hummels. Well, we got these two here too. Yeah. In fact, all of these in here. But we're hopefully coming from this direction and this direction to clear up these guys and block off this. Meanwhile, up here we still have to go towards Clairvaux. So this bridge has to be done, and this bridge, especially this bridge because it's a tank bridge. This is tough to reduce right here. We still have to drive towards St. Vith. But do we have to drive up here to Bullington? Well, the only thing Bullington does, it prevents these guys, well, not really, kind of prevents these guys from going down to reinforce St. Vith. What's a German line going to look like? Well, it's a tank bridge here, tank bridge there, tank bridge at Malmedy, 3, tank bridge there, 4, five. This is our shoulder, the ore here, up till Malmedy, and all those bridges get blown. And we have Stavelot, this bridge, this is not a tank bridge, this is a tank bridge. And here's where the branch of the ore stops. So ideally, this is a little solution. We defensively hold this river line. So then we've got the ore here coming up here. There's no bridge Hoffalese, however that fuck that's pronounced, is actually the only crossing here. So I'd say the main German effort if we blow this bridge, we have to set up some sort of defense in here. Well, unless yeah, we've got to get these bridges up here. These three. Where's a stupid drawing tool? Can't even see that. Where's the width for these suckers? Alright, give me a second here. Undo, eraser, screenshot. Well, it's gotta be here for settings. Okay. Where's line width? Shit! No, I saw it here somewhere. Should be under pen. What is this? Size. Okay, that looks like it might be it. Alright, that's what I want. So get out of it. Let's see if that did anything. Christ. Let's go back down. Okay, you bastard. That's it, close. That's as big as the other one, the assholes. Jerk offs. Oh, I know. Well, how do you get out of this stupid thing? Let's do the pencil. Well, it's still gonna be. Alright. Fuck it, I haven't got Oh, we can just do a dot there. So that, let's erase this. That's better, actually. So there's a tank bridge. There's one. There's two. Oh, that's right. This piece of crap, you can't move the screen. Okay. Here would be our goal, not to cross those bridges, but to blow them. So that would be the 6th Army was in the north, but we'd have to switch them out. And this would be the job of the 5th Army, to blow those bridges. And if they could not blow these three, they'd blow this one and this one. Because that would prevent anyone from going south. So the German defenses in both the north and the south are going to be to capture key bridges and blow them. All right. Yeah, I want to quit, you dumbass. So then down here, we've got this bridge and this bridge. And this basically is the 6th Army. And I think they're going to head for Bastogne. The 5th Army has to take St. Vith and go west. Elements of the 6th Army are going to have to go through St. Vith because it may be a while before they can cross the Ore here at Clairvaux. It all depends on when the bridge is going to be built. Then we've got to be more efficient in clearing these pockets. This one is on its way. It's breaking apart. So is this one, but it's just took too long. And this is a tough one because this infantry is too weak to clear these. Especially those mortar teams suck. So if we say the 5th Army, this is a tank bridge too. Yep, heavy bridge. The 5th Army concentrates here, and this is the last bridge they blow up here. And the 6th Army is this a bridge? Heavy bridge, unfortunately. So the 6th Army sets up defensive positions here, or blows this bridge, this one and this one. That one. That one. What is a shitty program? No wonder it's free. Basically, they set up a defense here, make the US come across this open ground if they want to attack them, and then down here blow the bridge here if they can. Where's that stupid program again? Throw the bridge there, there, there. So they don't cross. I don't know what river this is, the Oriental, but you can only cross it at bridges. Now the Americans could always build a bridge somewhere, but they're going to be way far away from the road probably. So that would be the the Sixth Corps' objective. To hold the Americans back, and then they would drive on Bastogne. Now here, from Bastogne down to Dietrich or Edelbrook, there's nowhere to cross this river. So if I can secure the crossings down here, then all the American forces from the Third Army or the paratroopers have to come through Bastogne. So if this bridge is blown, if these three bridges are blown, this one, and this one, I guess it can still come through here. But the direct route here would be blocked, and they have to like circle around and then come through here, which is a lot of open ground. So I'd set up a defense on this river going across here, south of Bastogne in the woods to Wiltz, and then you come across this uncrossable river again. And I think that's a doable for the Germans. It's going to take a little luck. But I think that's a doable. And of course you're going to get Patton coming up here. And the paratroopers. And for a long time, that's all you're going to be fighting. And basically, when the 21st comes, you probably want to have most of your forces deployed, because only the ones moving will be subjected to air interdiction. Well, oh shit, this has gone an hour and 25 minutes. God damn. Alright, anyway, yeah, I am going to restart this, I think. One last time, and then that's it. This is really tough playing the Germans. It's like, and I've got a game in the Civil War, it's like you're playing the Hood's attack on Nashville. He's outnumbered like 3-1, and he takes a defensive position in front of Nashville during a blizzard, and then when the blizzard clears, he gets blitzed completely. His army gets completely destroyed. This is how it is with the Germans at the Battle of the Bulge. Everything is against them, but if you have the weather against you, you can see what happens. I mean, the battle is totally over. Okay, so unfortunately we're stopping this one, but lessons learned. We'll do one more, and then I think that I'll be all maxed out. I mean, I could play the US, but that'll be pretty easy, to tell you the truth. So I'd rather go on to, like, the next one I think is the German Operation Typhoon against Moscow. That might be interesting, but it's the same, almost the same thing as here. The Germans are heavily behind the 8-ball there. But that would be interesting. I'd like to try that one a bunch of times. Okay, so that's it. And we do a restart. Save this sucker.